Kevin Schumacher with the Terrell Davis Group here for your monthly market update. Want to take a look at the Colorado Front Range as well as what the numbers are looking like across the nation. So when we go back over the last 12 months, what you'll see especially is in the last 6 months, you can start to see the continuation of the increase in inventory, which tends to be a national trend. But when you talk to Mike Frantantoni, one of the chief economists, he basically says that based as long as the threat of rates stay down, they believe that we're still going to have a very strong spring going into summer market as well. So we always start with the Denver metro area, and when we look at the Denver metro supply, there's actually 3,319 homes on the market. The interesting fact is if you look here at 2018 in January compared to where we are here in 2019, that inventory is actually up by 41% if you look at where we are today versus a year ago. When we look at metro homes sold in 2019, so far year to date, there's 1,984 homes that have sold since January 1 to present. So again, you can see the seasonality curve. So it'll start picking up, and then we always have the drop off in the winter, as we previously have talked about. When you look at Boulder County, so when you look at the supply there of where we are 2018, and then you can see in 2019. So again, the trend with Boulder County is the inventory is up with 27.78% increase in inventory compared to this time last year. Boulder County sales, so far this year, 203 homes have sold this year, and that is actually down by 17% compared to last month. Weld County, currently 900 homes currently on the market. When you look at 2018, you can see again that the inventory bump is up. We look at Weld County, that is up. Actually, the inventory is up 14% from this time last year. Weld County homes that have sold so far this year, 300, and that number is actually up from 3% up from this time last year as well. In Larimer County, 1,045 homes have sold. Again, you can see the spike in the inventory. A little bit of that is due to some new construction starts, where you're starting to see a lot of new construction in the condo markets. And then Larimer County sold year to date, 288 homes have sold. So again, you can see when you look at the start of 2018 versus here, Larimer County is actually down in solds by 34%. So now when we look at the average days on the market across the country, again, we're really focusing on the areas in the blue. When you look at the areas in the blue, that's going to be everything that's going to be pretty much under 60 days. And then, you know, in the solid Midwest here, where we're fortunate, you're looking at pretty much under 30 days average time on the market. Denver, 42 days average on the market. Again, you can start to continue to see the incline, but then with the seasonality curve, we anticipate that we're going to see that drop again through the spring market. Boulder County, 72%. You see the incline now going into the mild weather that we've been having is dropping again rather quickly. Weld County, average days on the market, 73. Again, I believe it was 73 in Weld County, and then it's actually 91 in Larimer County. I believe those numbers are higher because of new construction, because the properties are coming on the market early on when they start marketing them, but then it takes a period of time for construction, for the construction process and for everything to build out. So Ivy Zellman with the Z Report says, we believe that the best home price growth is likely in the rearview mirror, and the market is likely to skew towards transaction growth, which would ultimately provide a more stable foundation for affordability in the housing market. So again, we believe that we've had double-digit appreciation, and we're confident that we're going to start to see that come down to single digit. So when you look at the appreciation, we've been going up like this. The market's going to level out. It's not like this, but it's going to level out, I believe, across the Front Range of Colorado. We're going to see somewhere that 5 to 7% appreciation, maybe as little as 3% in some areas, depending on price range when you get over into more of the luxury home markets. But when you get into the median to the more of the affordable price points, I believe that those markets are going to still stay really strong all the way through the summer. So when you look at projected home price and appreciation going forward, 2019, they're pretty much projecting from a national standpoint anywhere from as little as 2% up to that 4.5% range. Again, I believe we're a little more buffered in the Colorado Front Range. what an amazing place to live. Everyone wants to be here. So key factors in moving forward is going to be interest rates. We continue to talk about interest rates. When you look at first quarter averaging them out, you're looking at about 4.5 to pushing about 4.75. What we're seeing locally is about 4.75. It's maybe right at that 5 range, but rates still seem to be projected to hang in there, maybe a 0.25% to 0.5% bump over the year. Lawrence Yun, chief economist at NAR, saying the housing market's obviously very sensitive to mortgage rates. Softer sales in December reflected the consumer search processes and contract signing activity in previous months when mortgage rates were higher than today. Now with mortgage rates lower, some revival in the home sales is expected going into spring. I believe because we had such a mellow spring market as far as weather, that led to a lot of sales going into fourth quarter. We did see a drop in inventory as well as a drop in activity right over the holidays, which is pretty normal. Total home sales are expected to slowly regain momentum, increasing to over 6 million in 2019, 6.14 million in 2020. 2019, again, we expect home sales growth to mostly be driven by existing home sales, while new home sales are expected to remain rather flat. Again, certain areas of the Front Range, certain builders that are really focused on condos, which is hitting that affordability and more of lifestyle market, as well as some of the outer lying areas like Weld County, and even parts of like say Frederick, Firestone, and those areas. You're going to continue to see a lot of growth because of affordability hitting the single-family affordable market for especially entry-level first-time home buyers. So again, if there's any questions you have, always feel free to visit our site at TerrellDavisGroup.com. Reach out to me, Kevin, at TerrellDavisGroup.com as well. And we appreciate all the referrals. We look forward to having another great 2019. And however we can help you, we look forward to it. 720-230-3030.